Ladies and gentlemen, Philadelphia 76ers fans, let me tell you something, okay? We are witnessing a star developing before our very eyes. He's 21 years old. His name's Tyrese Maxey, and I have a lot to say about him. Let's go. Perfect. What is going on, everybody? RB here. Welcome back on into the show. Like always, if you do enjoy the content, please take a second, hit the like button, subscribe. If you're new to the channel, we are about to hit 15K subscribers. Thank you so much for the continued support, and hit that bell so you get all the notifications. We need to hop right into this one, okay? Because let me tell you, I've been thinking about this all day. I have some pressing things to get off my chest about Tyrese Maxey, but you know, there's a lot I want to say. I don't want to miss anything. So first and foremost, let's take a step back, okay? The Sixers take down the Denver Nuggets last night on the road in Denver, a tough game, but the Sixers completely befuddle the Nuggets. They blow them out. I know both teams were shorthanded, but the Sixers came back. You know, they kind of brought back that enthusiasm, that energy, and they get the job done, you know, against Jokic and a pretty tough Nuggets team. So shout out to the Sixers, man. A lot of the young guys stepped up. How about Charles Bassey coming out of nowhere to reserve Andre Drummond, and then he, you know, comes out and balls. But mainly the guy I want to look at has had continued success over this entire kind of breakout stretch here where a lot of guys have not been playing, you know, for the Sixers, and that's Tyrese Maxey, okay? Last night, Tyrese Maxey finishes once again with above 20 points. 22 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 9 for 15 from the field. And once again, another impressive performance out of the young kid from Kentucky, second year in the league. And let me just put this up just as a reference, because even though the Sixers have been losing until last night, Tyrese Maxey's been a bright spot, okay? His last 5 games, he is averaging 25.2 points a game, 67% true shooting percentage, you know, putting in efficiency and all, 52.2% from long range on 4.6 attempts a game, 4 rebounds, and 3.6 assists to 0.8 turnovers, okay? And let me tell you, I think, don't quote me on this, but I think it's been, 3 out of 4 games or something where Tyrese Maxey hasn't even had a turnover in the entire game. Like, this kid was having a lot of turnovers a couple weeks ago, and he's learning, he's progressing, and just to see the elevation through the first, 15, 16 games of the season, it's been absolutely impeccable, okay? And let me just say, Tyrese Maxey is developing into a star, and it's really insane, and we're going to talk about why. But let's look at just this clip last night, okay? Now, this is Tyrese Maxey. Look at this mid-range shot. You know, kind of goes up off 1 foot. It's just, there's something about it. Like, it just, first off, just having a point guard on your team that will do point guard things, right? Like, you know, not be afraid to shoot a ball or distribute it, or, you know, kind of, you know, take a shot at all different levels on the floor, right? But it just looks natural, and I did not see this last year from Tyrese Maxey. Here's another one, Tyrese Maxey, right? You know, a bit of a set shot there. Man, it just looks really, really good. You can tell he's been in the gym working on his game and his form. Here's my favorite one. Look at this clip. Maxey around a screen, no hesitation, a 3. Look at the confidence and just the will this guy is playing with. It's absolutely insane. It's what we as Philly fans have been waiting for forever, an actual point guard on this team that does point guard things, and it's really beautiful. It is. And if you go and think about this, right, because I've been doing a lot of this since last night, Tyrese Maxey essentially played, less than half a season in college as a freshman from Kentucky, gets drafted 21st overall. Why? Because there was no pre-draft workouts. There wasn't like the whole regime like a normal year. Tyrese Maxey slips to the Sixers, who, by the way, make a heck of a pick in Daryl Morey's first draft. You know, honestly, if there were pre-draft workouts in a combine, this guy may go as a top 10 pick. Let's be honest about it. He falls all the way down, has no rookie camp, nothing. In a couple weeks, he's hopping right into the NBA. And his first season, he averages 15 minutes a game, doesn't even play that much. And then there's all this drama going on, and at the same time, the kid has been as mature as possible. He's just so grown for his age, and he's just handled this like a champ, and he's just coming out here competing every night. When you think about all that, Think about what this guy can be when he is 24, 25, 26 years old. It's actually insane, the level that and the progression that he is playing at right now. It's unbelievable. It is actually unbelievable. And I don't want to bring this guy up because this is supposed to be a good vibe in terms of a video, right? But I tweeted this out earlier today. Follow me on Twitter. This is a perfect example, okay? Watching last night's game, I got to be honest with you guys. It brought me back to the wee days of getting into basketball and watching AI. And I know it's a profound statement. I'm not comparing the two. What I'm trying to say is there's just something electric about it, you know? And, you know, similar to how AI kind of had a lot of signature things about his game, right? Especially the crossover. Tyrese, like his floater, just the way he plays his will. I'm loving this. I'm absolutely loving this. Tyrese Maxey was able to add a consistent jump shot from every level in his game in the span of one offseason. What, 4 to 5 months? Meanwhile, the guy who's sitting at home won't even attempt to shoot a basketball after 5 years. Now, just let that sink in for a second. This is what hard work and working on your craft is like. Honestly, that's what it is like. And the things I'm seeing right now from Tyrese, in addition to what we're, you know, seeing on the floor in terms of his game, it's just his progression level and the fact also, you know, his personality. He's a dog. It's funny. I have an Eagles shirt on here, but the dog, that's what he represents, the dog mentality. The kid just turned 21. If you listen to him speak, he sounds like a leader. And don't get me wrong, don't get it twisted. I do expect there to be certain stretches where he struggles, okay? It's normal. It's normal for a young kid. But you know what? I think he can persevere through it. I think, you know, even if he goes cold a little bit, this guy is just going to keep getting in the gym. He's usually the first one in there, last one out. He constantly works on his craft, and he hasn't even played that much ball. I'm so excited about this kid. And one more point I want to make is the fact that, you know, like I was talking about the draft and how he slipped to the Sixers, right? Usually these guys with his kind of talent, his kind of arsenal, they usually go top 10 to bad teams, right? It's usually their team. That's how they start to kind of make a name for themselves right away. That's not the case with Tyrese Maxey. He got drafted to a team that had 3-4 other options in front of him, right? Joel Embiid, he's got to play around one of the best players in the league. Tobias Harris, right? And this is why I was pissed because the last couple games, even last night, we're on a 22-4 run. Maxey is just going off every time, putting his head down, getting to the basket, putting it in the hole. And as soon as Tobias Harris comes on, it's like Doc Rivers shifts the philosophy and we have to just, you know, focus the whole offense around Tobias. No, let this kid go. Just let him fly. He's feeling it right now. Like I said, the way he's stepping into shots, his confidence, just the way he's playing right now is so inspiring. And usually, like I said, you know, if Tyrese was on one of those teams, a bad team, right, a team in a rebuild, a retool, whatever, I think this kid would be averaging 28 a game, 30 a game, honestly, in his second year. And that's crazy to think as a third, fourth option, or as he's rising up now, he's still averaging 17.8 points a game this year, 4.4 assists, 3.8 rebounds, and he's shooting 43.4% from three. Usually these guys in their first, second year, they start hot, they hit a wall. And we've all been expecting that, right? Let me tell you something. Tyrese has not hit a wall. He has not hit the wall yet. We're kind of waiting for it, but is this what we're going to get all year? Is this a legit Tyrese Maxey in year 2 after just turning 21 years old? This is something that I'm trying not to go overboard here, but he is something else. And let me tell you something right now. Listen up, okay? He's untouchable. That's right. He's untouchable. He is untouchable in trades right now. Take him off. I'm not dealing him anymore. Why? Because I'm thinking about what this guy can be, even beyond all the other dudes on this team. He can be a long-time player in this city. He molds. He fits every aspect of the people, of the way we play, of just showing that character and that poise. It's something we have been waiting for, and Tyrese Maxey is that. I'm not putting him in any trades. I'm sorry. Like I've been saying the last week, kind of a better approach would probably be to go for like a wing player that can also play defense, give us 18, 20 a game, maybe a Jaylen Brown type player. I think that's the way we need to go. I don't think we need to worry about a point guard anymore because Tyrese Maxey is that. And the last thing I want to say here for all the haters, okay, I don't mean to do it, but I have to. You remember this video a couple months ago? Do you remember this? Yeah, that's right. Every season I give a hot take for the Sixers. Last year I said the Sixers would be top 3 in defense. Guess what? They were. This season my hot take was Tyrese Maxey is going to have an all-star caliber season and make the all-star team. Go back to the comments section. Tons of hate. Tons of hate. Well, I don't know. I'm not saying he's going to make the all-star team, but, I mean, he's playing at an all-star level. If he didn't have all these other guys on his team, if the Sixers end up being a top 3-4 team by the all-star break, let me tell you something. If he keeps playing this way, he could make the all-star team. It's actually crazy to think, but he is one of the most efficient scorers in the entire NBA through the first couple weeks. Like, he's playing on top of the league, on top, with these stars. It's crazy. But yeah, we'll see if the hot take holds up. But go back, you guys were hating on me for it. It is what it is. And in this other video I posted 10 months ago, Sixers might not need to trade for another star. Why? Because Tyrese Maxey is an absolute stud. That's what it says. People think that I hate this guy because on draft night, I was pissed that the Sixers didn't take a pure shooter. What I said was I would rather have a pure shooter based on what we needed at the time, given the fact we had a point guard on the floor that wouldn't shoot a basketball. In fact, if you go back to my pre-draft videos, I had Tyrese Maxey top 5 on my draft board, just not number 1 or 2. So I did not expect, though, him to take this jump like this in year 2. I thought he was going to play well. I didn't think he was going to be shooting like this. I'm seeing characteristics of his game that I think are going to translate insane. But what a start for Tyrese Maxey. And let me tell you something. Again, he is untouchable. Keep him on this squad. Keep him in this city. The Sixers are not far away, people. They are not far away. And if we can keep getting this kind of contribution, the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit. Tyrese Maxey is on his way to being an NBA superstar. We finally have a guy, and I don't have any questions about his character. So I hope he continues to work and get better, and I'm excited to see how the season plays out. That's all I got. I want to hear from you. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. What do you think about Tyrese Maxey thus far? Give me all your thoughts. Appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. Like always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one, man. Peace.
Perfect.